Reality operates like a finely tuned game or simulation, governed by universal laws that respond directly to your vibration and beliefs. These laws shape your experiences, reflecting your inner state back to you like a mirror. What you see in your external world is not a random set of circumstances. It's a direct result of the energy you've been holding. But here's the twist. Most people feel stuck in this simulation, trapped by the feedback loop of their current reality. They believe what they see is fixed, unchangeable, and definitive. In truth, the simulation is interactive, flexible, and ever-evolving. It's not designed to imprison you, but to show you the energy you've been projecting so you can decide whether to shift it. Like in any well-crafted game, you're not meant to stay on the same level indefinitely. By understanding how this system works, you can't outsmart reality, breaking free from the loop of the present circumstances and moving into a parallel timeline that aligns with your true desires. This doesn't mean denying your current reality or pretending it doesn't exist. It means recognizing it for what it is, a snapshot of your past energy, thoughts, and beliefs. When you give too much attention to what is happening right now, you reinforce it. Every time you focus on a problem, feel frustration, or dwell on a limitation, you feed energy into the very reality you want to change. In doing so, you strengthen the program, keeping yourself stuck in the same timeline. The key to outsmarting this system is to shift your focus and energy away from the current circumstances and toward the reality you want to experience. Think of reality as a responsive algorithm. It doesn't argue or resist. It simply reflects what you project. By consciously choosing to shift your vibration, focusing on joy, excitement, or gratitude rather than frustration or doubt, you begin to rewrite the program and align with a different timeline. Most people approach change backward. They look at their external reality and say, once this changes, I'll feel better. But this approach doesn't work in the simulation's design. Change begins internally. The moment you shift how you feel and what you focus on, the algorithm adapts. New opportunities, synchronicities, and possibilities emerge, not because the external world changed first, but because your energy did. This is why so many people feel stuck. They've been playing the game without understanding the rules. They wrestle with their circumstances, trying to fix or control them, unaware that their focus on what's wrong only perpetuates the cycle. Outsmarting reality means breaking this cycle by shifting your attention away from what isn't working and toward what feels aligned, exciting, and expansive. The good news is that you don't have to force or struggle to shift timelines. The simulation responds instantly to changes in your vibration. By choosing to focus on thoughts, emotions, and actions that align with your desired reality, you send out a new signal to the universal laws that govern this system. When you stop feeding energy into the reflection of your current circumstances, you create the space for a new timeline to emerge. In the next segment, we'll explore the illusion of the current reality in greater depth. You'll learn how what you see around you is not the truth of what's possible, but merely a reflection of where your energy has been. By understanding this, you'll take the first step toward breaking free from the simulation and stepping into the life you truly desire. What you see around you, the circumstances, the challenges, the patterns, feels tangible, solid, and permanent. But in reality, it's none of those things. The world you're experiencing right now is not an absolute truth. It's a delayed reflection of your past thoughts, beliefs, and vibrations. This is the illusion of current reality. It appears fixed, but it's actually fluid and malleable, shaped by the energy you've been emitting over time. The physical reality you perceive is like the output of a program, running on the code you've been feeding into it. Your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are that code, shaping the conditions you encounter. For instance, if you've held on to beliefs of scarcity, unworthiness, or fear, the external world will reflect situations that validate those beliefs. It's not because the world is against you. It's because the system is designed to reflect, not define. This dynamic creates a feedback loop. You experience something in your external reality, react to it emotionally, and reinforce the vibration that created it in the first place. For example, If your financial situation feels limited, you might focus on the lack of resources, feel stress or frustration, and inadvertently project those feelings outward. The simulation reflects them back to you, creating more of the same experiences. It's a self-perpetuating cycle. Breaking free from this illusion requires a fundamental shift in perspective. The first step is recognizing that your current circumstances are not the ultimate truth. They are temporary manifestations of past energy, old programming running its course. What you see around you is not an indicator of what's possible. It's simply feedback. The key is to stop giving so much weight to the reflection and start focusing on the vibration you want to cultivate instead. Think of reality as a mirror. If you stand in front of a mirror and frown, the reflection frowns back. You wouldn't try to change the reflection directly. You'd change your expression. The same principle applies here. Trying to force change in your external reality without addressing the underlying energy is like arguing with the mirror. It keeps you stuck in the same loop. Outsmarting reality means shifting your energy first, so the reflection naturally changes. If you treat what you see as neutral feedback rather than a fixed truth, you gain the freedom to choose a different vibration. Instead of reacting to what is, you can consciously redirect your attention to what you want to experience. For example, if your current timeline reflects lack or limitation, you can shift your energy by focusing on feelings of abundance and gratitude. What in your life already feels abundant? What small steps can you take that align with the energy of your desired reality? By shifting your focus in this way, you disrupt the old feedback loop and begin to program the simulation with a new frequency. The illusion of current reality is that it feels immovable, but it's actually a dynamic, interactive system. It's responding to you at every moment, mirroring the energy you hold. By choosing to focus less on what's wrong and more on the vibration of what's possible, you start to outsmart the system. You stop feeding the old patterns and create the space for new timelines to emerge. In the next segment, we'll dive into the mechanics of how to break free from the reflection. You'll learn how detaching from the current reality allows you to step into alignment with a timeline that reflects your highest potential. Detaching from the reflection of your current reality is essential to shifting timelines. The world around you is not a fixed truth. It's a temporary result of past energy and choices. To break free, you must stop identifying with this reflection and start seeing it as a neutral feedback mechanism. By doing so, you can begin to shift your focus toward the timeline you want to align with. The first step is cultivating neutrality. Neutrality means observing your circumstances without reacting emotionally or assigning them power over your future. When you react strongly, whether through frustration, fear, or attachment, you reinforce the patterns that created those circumstances. By stepping into a neutral mindset, you stop feeding energy into what isn't serving you and create space for new possibilities. This practice of detachment requires a key skill: learning to control your mind. Your thoughts are the starting point of the reality you experience. They influence your emotions, actions, and ultimately, the vibration you project. Without control over your mind, it's easy to become trapped in a cycle of reacting to what you see, unknowingly perpetuating the same reality. Controlling your mind begins with awareness. Start by observing your thoughts without judgment. Notice when your mind drifts toward negativity or dwells on what you don't want. The moment you catch these patterns, you gain the power to redirect them. This is not about suppressing negative thoughts, but about consciously choosing which ones to give energy to. A practical technique for controlling your mind is mindfulness. This involves staying present and anchored in the current moment. When your mind starts replaying past frustrations or imagining worst-case scenarios, bring your focus back to the here and now. Use your breath as a tool to ground yourself. A simple practice like inhaling deeply, holding for a moment, and exhaling slowly can quiet mental chatter and create clarity. Controlling your mind is not about perfection, but about developing a relationship with your thoughts. It's recognizing that you are not your mind. You are the observer of it. This distinction is crucial because it allows you to create a sense of separation from reactive thought patterns. When you realize that you don't have to believe every thought that arises, you begin to reclaim your power. The mind often seeks familiarity, gravitating toward habitual patterns even if they no longer serve you. This is why you might find yourself replaying old narratives or fixating on imagined problems. These patterns are like grooves worn into a record, and the mind follows them automatically unless you intervene. The good news is that with consistent practice, you can create new grooves, ones that lead to clarity and alignment instead of fear and frustration. Another way to strengthen control over your mind is to establish moments of deliberate stillness in your day. Even a few minutes of intentional quiet can have a profound effect. In this stillness, simply observe your thoughts as they come and go, like clouds passing in the sky. Notice their tone and direction, but resist the urge to engage or judge them. This practice helps you build the habit of detachment, making it easier to redirect your focus when challenges arise. One challenge in controlling the mind is the tendency to get pulled into external stimuli. Social media, news, or conversations can trigger reactions that spiral into negativity. To counter this, create boundaries around the information you consume. Be selective about the energy you allow into your mental space. When you curate what influences your thoughts, you strengthen your ability to maintain clarity and focus on what truly matters. As you continue practicing these techniques, you'll notice a shift. Your mind becomes less reactive and more cooperative, allowing you to guide it toward what serves your highest potential. This level of mental discipline is essential for detaching from the reflection of your current reality and stepping into the timeline you desire. By mastering control over your mind, you lay the foundation for creating intentional change. The external world may still present challenges, but your inner state becomes a stabilizing force, ensuring that you remain aligned with the path you've chosen. This process of mental mastery transforms how you interact with the world, making it clear that the true power lies within you, not in the reflection you see, but in the energy you choose to project. At the core of every undesired reality lies a set of limiting beliefs. These beliefs are like invisible chains, quietly shaping your thoughts, emotions, and actions while anchoring you to a timeline that doesn't reflect your highest potential. To shift timelines and align with the reality you desire, it's essential to recognize, challenge, and release these limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs often operate in the background, unnoticed yet deeply influential. They stem from past experiences, cultural conditioning, or inherited narratives, shaping your understanding of what's possible. For instance, if you've internalized the belief that success requires constant struggle, you might unconsciously create circumstances that validate this, even when opportunities for ease and abundance are available. These beliefs act as filters, distorting your perception and keeping you tethered to the same patterns. The first step to freeing yourself from these beliefs is awareness. Start by identifying areas in your life where you feel stuck or dissatisfied. Ask yourself, what belief might be holding this in place? For example, if you feel unworthy of love, you might be carrying a belief like, I'm not good enough, or people always leave. If financial abundance feels out of reach, the belief could be, money is hard to come by, or I don't deserve wealth. These patterns may feel deeply ingrained, but they are not permanent. Once you've identified a limiting belief, challenge its validity. Question its origin. Where did this belief come from? Is it truly mine? Or did I adopt it from someone else? Often, these beliefs are inherited from family, society, or past experiences and no longer reflect your current understanding or potential. Realizing that a belief isn't inherently true, it's just a perspective you've carried, creates the space to release it. Releasing limiting beliefs requires replacing them with empowering ones. For instance, if you've identified a belief like, I'm not good enough, consciously choose a new narrative, such as I am worthy of love and success. Write this affirmation down and repeat it daily, not just as words, but with the intention of embodying its truth. Over time, this repetition rewires your subconscious mind, shifting your internal dialogue to support the timeline you want to experience. It's important to pair this mental shift with action. Beliefs are reinforced through evidence, so create experiences that validate your new narrative. If you've adopted a belief like, "I am capable of achieving my goals," take small, intentional steps toward those goals. Each accomplishment, no matter how minor, reinforces the belief and strengthens its hold on your reality. Another powerful way to dismantle limiting beliefs is through visualization. In a relaxed state, imagine yourself in a situation where your new belief is fully realized. See yourself succeeding, thriving, or experiencing abundance, and feel the emotions associated with that reality. Visualization bridges the gap between thought and experience, helping your mind accept the new belief as possible and real. As you release limiting beliefs, you'll notice a shift not only in your mindset but also in the opportunities and experiences that come into your life. The simulation of reality responds to your new energy, reflecting back possibilities that align with your expanded perspective. This transformation allows you to step into a timeline that reflects your true potential. In the next segment, we'll explore how to shift your vibration and align with the energy of the timeline you want to experience, taking your transformation to the next level. Reality, as you experience it, is a feedback system, a reflection of the energy, thoughts, and beliefs you've projected. Shifting your timeline begins with the understanding that this reflection is malleable, shaped entirely by your inner state. To truly outsmart reality, you must go beyond passive observation and begin to actively engage with your vibration, ensuring it aligns with the reality you want to create. You've already understood the importance of cultivating awareness so that you're not stuck in the feedback loop of your current reality. We've touched on visualization as a powerful tool to shift focus and energy. Now, the way to make all of this work is by integrating these practices into your everyday actions and embodying the energy of your desired reality consistently. The key lies in embodying the vibration of your future self. Start by asking, if I were already living my dream timeline, how would I feel? What choices would I make? How would I approach this day? This isn't about pretending or ignoring your current circumstances. It's about acting in ways that reflect the energy of the life you're moving toward. If your desired reality is one of abundance, take actions that resonate with that energy, such as treating yourself with care or sharing resources generously. If it's one of confidence, carry yourself with assurance in your posture and speech. Each intentional act sends a signal to the simulation of reality, reinforcing your alignment with the timeline you desire. Momentum-building actions are another essential piece of this process. These actions don't need to be monumental. They can be as simple as taking one small step that reflects your future self's energy. For example, organizing your workspace could align with a timeline of clarity and success. Writing down a single goal might reflect a version of you who values direction and focus. These small but deliberate choices compound over time, creating a ripple effect that shifts your vibration in a sustainable way. To make this alignment even stronger, pay attention to how you respond to challenges or resistance. It's natural for old patterns to surface when you're shifting timelines. Instead of reacting out of habit, pause and ask yourself, is this reaction in alignment with my desired reality, or is it tied to my old energy? This question gives you the opportunity to redirect your focus and energy, ensuring you remain on track. Consistency is the glue that makes all of this work. It's not about perfection. It's about showing up for yourself repeatedly, even when the external reflection hasn't yet caught up. Trust that the energy you're cultivating internally is already influencing your reality. Every aligned choice, thought, and emotion adds momentum to the shift, moving you closer to the timeline you desire. The process of shifting timelines culminates in integration and letting go, a phase that requires trust in the work you've already done and the patience to allow your desired reality to unfold. This stage is not about doing more, but about creating space for the alignment you've cultivated to take root without forcing or controlling the outcome. Letting go means releasing attachment to how and when your desired timeline manifests. This can be challenging, especially when you don't immediately see external changes. However, It's important to remember that the energy you've aligned with is already influencing your reality, even if the reflection takes time to catch up. Fixating on specific outcomes creates resistance, as it implies doubt in the process. Instead, cultivate trust that your efforts are already working in ways you may not yet perceive. Integration is about embodying the internal changes you've made in a way that feels natural and effortless. By living in alignment with your chosen vibration, you create a steady foundation for the shift to continue. This doesn't require grand gestures. It's about subtle adjustments in how you carry yourself, make decisions, and interact with the world. The energy you hold consistently becomes the guiding force that shapes your reality. Synchronicities are especially significant during this stage. These events are not just signs that you're on the right track. They're opportunities to refine your alignment further. Instead of overanalyzing their meaning, treat them as gentle nudges or affirmations from the universe. When a synchronicity appears, it's an invitation to stay the course and trust that your shift is progressing as it should. This phase also emphasizes the importance of self-compassion. Shifting timelines isn't a linear journey, and moments of doubt or frustration are natural. When these arise, treat yourself kindly and refocus on what you've already achieved. Every aligned choice, no matter how small, contributes to the shift. In this stage, your role transitions from active creation to allowing. The energy of your desired reality is already in motion. Your task is to let it flow without interference. Trust in the mechanics of the universe, the alignment you've cultivated, and your ability to navigate the journey. This combination of trust, patience, and detachment creates the conditions for your chosen timeline to fully integrate into your life. As your reality begins to shift, you'll notice that the process feels less effortful and more fluid. By letting go of the need to control, you step into a state of ease and flow, allowing your desired timeline to unfold in ways more expansive and rewarding than you might have imagined. You've now explored the principles, practices, and mindset shifts necessary to outsmart reality and shift timelines. Each step, from cultivating awareness to letting go, has been designed to show you that your external reality is not fixed. It is a reflection of your energy, thoughts, and beliefs. By mastering these elements, you reclaim the power to consciously shape your experience and align with the life you desire. The most important takeaway from this journey is that you are not at the mercy of circumstances. The simulation of reality responds directly to the energy you project, and this knowledge is the key to your transformation. When you recognize reality as a reflection rather than a limitation, you unlock the freedom to choose a new timeline at any moment. The process begins with awareness, seeing your current reality for what it is, feedback from past energies. By detaching from the reflection and focusing on the vibration of your desired timeline, you disrupt the cycle that keeps you stuck. From there, you cultivate alignment through practices like visualization, intentional action, and mindfulness, allowing your new vibration to take root. Synchronicities serve as affirmations, guiding you forward and confirming that the shift is underway. Learning to trust and let go is also an important step. By releasing attachment to how and when the shift happens, you create space for the process to unfold naturally. This combination of trust, patience, and consistent alignment is the foundation for lasting change. As you move forward, remember that the life you desire already exists. It's not something you need to chase, but something you align with. The timeline you wish to step into is not out of reach. It's already within you, waiting to be accessed. Each thought, emotion, and action that aligns with this version of yourself brings you closer to living it fully. This journey isn't about perfection. It's about persistence and intentionality. There will be moments of doubt or challenge, but these are part of the process. Each small step you take, each moment of alignment, and each instance of letting go contributes to the larger shift. Trust that the path is unfolding exactly as it should. Your ability to outsmart reality lies in this truth. You are the creator of your experience. By aligning with your highest vibration, you step into the timeline where your dreams become reality. The tools and principles you've explored are now yours to use, guiding you as you shape a life that reflects your truest potential. Now, the choice is yours. The next moment is a blank canvas, ready to reflect the energy you decide to project. What timeline will you choose?